everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us today for our question and answer session. We just wanted to check in since we've closed the store for 6 weeks now and let you know how everything's going. How's it going, Amber?
It's been a little wild, to be honest. It's kind of like a whole new chapter for everyone, including us, and so we're just sort of like learning how to take each day at a time, and it's been very busy here. We've been getting a lot of orders, which has been awesome, and we've also been having a lot less people working in the space, so it's a lot of like catching up all the time and trying to learn how to like put new protocols in place to make things happen more efficiently. Yeah. How's it going with you?
It's been like a whirlwind. Like a lot of you don't often know what day it is, and every day is like the same, only different. And it's been really busy, which has been amazing. And I think we felt like we were scrambling a lot for the first couple of weeks, which was really hard. But since we've completely stopped curbside pickup, and the Denver stay-at-home order is in place right now through May 8th. So I think we've gotten some good systems in place to where it feels like we can do this for a while. And of course now the question is, do we keep doing this for a while, or do we have to open back up to the public again? And I think for me, that's like the hardest part of all of this, is just the continual not knowing what the future holds. I think everything would be easier if we knew, like, on this date we will open the store back up and start doing classes, but we really don't know when that's going to happen. And I know that even with the Denver stay-at-home order being lifted, we decided we don't really feel comfortable still having staff in here helping people coming into the store shopping, so I don't think we're ready to do that yet. So we're just going to continue shipping orders and doing curbside pickup right now is our plan.
Yeah, we'll start doing curbside pickup when the Denver stay-at-home order ends. But yeah, right now having customers in the store just seems like an impossible situation with as busy as we've been with the web store. Yeah. It just seems impossible to successfully social distance and keep everyone safe, including our staff. So
yeah. And another big question for us is classes, because we offer a lot of classes usually in all different types of crafts, and we've been canceling classes every month as they come up. So right now we're working on canceling all of May's classes. We do have June classes on the schedule, and we're just not sure how to start classes again, because it seems really hard to teach anyone how to knit or embroider or sew from 6 feet away from them. Just the nature of these like small crafts is, if you have a problem or a question, you really need to like hover over somebody's shoulder and get in there to help them and see what they're doing wrong or see what the question is. And I just haven't really figured out how classes can work again in this space, so that's something we're trying to figure out.
We have thought a little bit about doing an online version of classes where, you know, it's a small group of people with a platform like Zoom, or like I think Google has a new platform, but just where you could have an actual class with an instructor where you're asking questions and things. But honestly, we've just been like so overwhelmed by dealing with the day-to-day here. It's been hard to really put anything like that into action. So
maybe one
it's
day.
a possibility. It's a possibility if we can get it together.
Yeah, it's definitely on our to-do list, and it's on our radar. So hopefully we'll have something figured out.
We have been doing Zoom craft nights, and that's been awesome. Yeah, to see some of our locals, and even we've had some craft night people that we haven't seen in like 8 years or 10 years that used to come to craft night. And it's been really awesome to see, or friends that are like in different cities or have moved away from Denver. That's been really awesome.
We heard you guys had some questions, so what questions do we need to answer?
Question is, have general sales increased due to mask making?
I would say yes, we have definitely seen an increase in sales due to mask making. We've been selling a lot of quilting cotton, which we've always sold quilting cotton, but I have a feeling that a lot of those sales are people needing fabric for mask making. And we've recently sourced and been stocking supplies that we didn't used to carry for mask making, such as the aluminum nose pieces. We have a guy who's locally making those and they're awesome and they don't rust. So those have been selling really well, and we've made some kits for mask making. Those have been selling well. So yeah, it's a weird world when this thing we didn't even know existed before is now a part of our business that we think about every day.
Yeah. And a lot of home sewers have switched from making their own clothing or making quilts to making masks for their community, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot of our same customers, but more of those sales are for the projects that they're doing right now, which is making masks.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Betsy has a few questions, so I'm just going to go through them one by one. The first one up is, what can customers do to help you through this?
Well, customers have been awesome just by placing orders and supporting us that way. And sometimes people send us like notes of appreciation or nice comments, and those always make our day and make us feel good. So, I mean, customers have been great.
Yeah, I think just like, I know we're all excited to like see each other again, and I want that to happen, but also just being patient with us as we try to do, and I think everyone is, but just while we wait to see how this all turns out and be as safe as we can while we're doing that.
Her other two questions are, will you survive the pandemic, and do you miss seeing customers in person?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, I mean, I hope we survive the pandemic.
I feel pretty optimistic.
Yeah.
But,
I definitely think the business can survive the pandemic. I meant more like, I don't know. If we get coronavirus, will we survive? It's unknown.
Yeah, I mean, who knows that?
But I do think the business will survive coronavirus. I know we are so lucky that we already had an online store, and that's been a really difficult thing for a lot of brick and mortar stores that didn't previously have an online store. So we've been super fortunate that we had that, and that has been great for us. So.
And even having had that set up already, we experienced a lot of growth in our online store, and so it's been a big learning curve, and we've had to like develop new ways of doing things to make it successful, like make it able to fulfill orders and things. So yeah, I feel really fortunate that we had our web store where it was at.
Do you miss seeing customers in person?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I really miss craft night the most. I think I just like cannot wait to hang out with everybody in person again and knit. So
yeah, being able to do that online though has been really good. Yeah, I know, like for me the first couple weeks was really hard, and I was like so exhausted, and when we did craft night I felt like I was gonna like pass out, because it was like at the end of like really long days where it was just so intense those first couple weeks. But like that's become something that I really look forward to every week, is seeing everyone's faces at craft night. So
The next question is, are you selling enough via online to keep your business afloat?
yes, so far so good, which is awesome. We used to do 70% of our sales in store and through classes, and only 30% online, and we are making the same amount of sales right now on 100% online. So that's been incredible. And yeah. So.
The next question is, do you learn new crafts as new materials, books, etc. come into the store?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, basically since we started the store, every time we bring in a new craft or a new craft is a thing, I've definitely tried it, which to date has included knitting, crochet, embroidery, cross stitch, needle felting, spinning, quilting, garment sewing, weaving, tapestry weaving, dyeing, natural dyeing.
I'm gonna add punch needle because that's been big
Yeah,
recently.
I have not done punch
Yeah.
needle yet.
Yeah. And then I haven't done this, but I want to, is macrame. And
Yeah,
I feel like
I
we've
haven't
got some
done
really cool
macrame either,
macrame books
so I
recently.
feel like we're like more behind
Yeah.
than we used to be in the beginning years, just maybe because we're busier or something. But yeah, we do a lot of crafts. It's hard not to. I just think if we decide we're gonna like bring in those supplies, we want to know, are they cool? Do we like it? Like, is this something we can stand behind? So yeah.
Molly wants to know, how are you guys holding up with a little heart icon?
Aw.
Thanks, Molly.
Like, oh.
Some days are better than others.
Like, I slept 8 hours last night, so that was amazing. I feel
I
like,
didn't sleep so good last night.
yeah, I
but
feel like
okay.
loss of sleep is difficult, but I've been exercising a lot, which is how I deal with stress. So I'm like, wake up really early to go running every morning, and I'm really glad that the weather's nice right now, and I don't have to like miss a run because of a snowstorm. So yeah, but definitely I think both of us could use a little bit more like downtime to just be relaxed.
But I do want to say that I feel very fortunate.
Yes.
Every day, in between feeling very overwhelmed, I feel very fortunate.
Yeah.
And, you know, it balances out.
Yeah.
The next question is, what are the roses and thorns of this experience so far?
Whew. Yeah, that's a big one. I think one of the roses for me is just the fact that we have been doing well. Because when we first had to close the store and we're going online only, like, it was so scary to know if we were going to be able to make it. Were we gonna have to let a bunch of people go? That was a real worry, and that we've been doing really well, and that's amazing. So now that worry has been taken off my plate, and I'm very thankful for that. I do think we can weather this pandemic, even if we have to have the physical store closed for a long time. And I think my thorn has definitely been what we refer to as problem orders, which is basically when you come into the store and buy fabric, you like see what is physically in front of you and you can buy what's there. But when you shop online, you can buy fabric that might not exist because we might have gotten to the end of the bolt and you ordered three yards and maybe we only have 2 yards and 17 inches left or something like that. And that has been happening a lot with doing 100% of online sales, that we're not used to doing that type of volume. So that's just a lot of the behind the scenes work that Amber and I have been doing, is emailing people to let them know the disappointing news that their fabric they ordered was short, and now what would they like us to do about that? Do they want a refund? Do they still want it? So yeah, and it just causes a lot of time on our end, so that's been hard. We would love to come up with a system that could alleviate or like eliminate problem orders. That would be incredible.
We've done a lot of brainstorming on it, but so far,
Yeah.
they still happen.
Yeah. I'm convinced bolts are just short from the warehouse, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to know.
What's
La-
your rose and thorn?
Oh, my rose and thorn. I think my rose is probably like just feeling like a lot of surface things are like no longer important. Like a lot of like everybody's hair might not look great, but nobody cares. Like we all still love each other, and like I feel like I've talked more deeply with people a lot lately. So like that's something I really love about this weird situation that we're in. And then I guess my thorn is just, I don't know, everything is so surreal. I just like don't know, like there's like a lot of emotions involved with what's going on.
Yeah.
So like not knowing how this is all gonna turn out is kind of hard, but yeah, sweet, I guess that's some thoughts.
The last question we have is, will you be doing any more video tutorials?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, actually, there was one that was recorded
this morning.
this morning.
Yeah.
That's going to be coming next week.
Yeah.
And that is with Shauna, and she's going to be teaching about quilt bindings, and she's super knowledgeable about that. So I'm really excited to see that tutorial.
And we're trying to do 2 a week, either from us or Ray's been doing some awesome knitting tutorials, so that's great. And then also Christina's still doing her kids' craft afternoons on Fridays, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna keep those coming for sure. Yeah. Sweet. Thanks, guys. Hope to see you in the store or online soon.
Thanks.